Good morning from beautiful New England in the summer. So, I've been traveling for the last few days, so today I'd like to revisit the 5 elements. Or not the 5 elements, the 8 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, ego. And then we have the 9th, consciousness. And we have the 10th, the soul. So remembering all of these elements are always in the context of understanding that the reality of the Atma, or the soul, the pure consciousness in each and every living entity, believe it or not, even the ones that are, as one of my teachers called them, abominable. They still have a little spark inside them somewhere. So today I wanted to touch on the ether element. I think I'm quite sure we did the metal element before the air element. Yes, we did. So ether is the 5th element. If you notice, the elements if they go from bottom to top, they go from more dense to more subtle, So out of the 5 material elements, ether is the most subtle. Ether is described as sky or space. But it is an element. It is actually a thing. Where air moves, ether doesn't move. But it is like atomic particulate energy, and it's the medium through which sound is carried. It's the medium through which thought vibration is carried. Certainly the medium through which wireless technology is carried. So it's really quite an element. And there's actually more space in a body than there are things, cells, tissues. We think of the body as being quite dense, but actually it's amazing, there's more space. Ether is also related to the mind, or the capacity for expansiveness or space. Just like if we're under a lot of stress, it feels like we don't have much space in our mind or in our day, in our life. When ether is more expansive, or it feels like there's more space, there's more freedom of the mind. So ether is very important. One of the things, just like every element can become contaminated, earth can become, it's easy to understand how earth becomes contaminated with toxins and poisons, water also, air also. Fire burns poisons, but it also has a very strong impact. But ether is contaminated by negative thought forms and sound vibrations. And in the age that we're living right now, there is a predominance of negative frequencies and vibrations. So this is the connection to the importance of using sound in very healthy, healing ways. And there's all kinds of incredible sound healers, like we have Christine Grace in Concord, who does amazing sound work. And this is the power of mantra. And in this age, it's described in Kali Yuga, the age of quarrel, hypocrisy, and anxiety. The utilization of transcendental sound to offset the negativity of this age is emphasized in particular. So purifying the ether is very important. By purifying the ether, our mind and heart becomes peaceful. There are also, on another note, devices and things that can offset the negativity of ether, especially in the form of wireless technology, because generally speaking, those technologies are out of harmony with the bioelectric energy of the body, disturbing the other elements through the ether of the body. And it's really important. There are definitely, and everybody, companies who create these technologies, they know about these things. They just don't advertise them yet. I think probably because if they did, then it would bring up too many questions. But so it's important. There's definitely, if anybody's interested in different really excellent, solid, researched technologies to offset the negativities of the contamination of the ether element due to Wi-Fi and other frequency technologies that are out there from the cell towers, there's ways to help with that for sure. But of course, the main thing is to have a good etheric practice. Breathing will help with the ether mantra, good mantra. A Maha mantra can be very, very helpful to offset the toxicity of the ether element that's in this particular age that we're living in right now. In previous ages, maybe sometimes earth, maybe sometimes water, rarely air, but now the ether is actually contaminated. Ether is contaminated. So much sound is carrying through, and so many sounds and frequencies of a lower vibration, and they can really impact people. They really, really can. So we have to be able to name that in order to claim it, in order to not be so affected. All right, have a great day. Tomorrow we'll talk about the wood element, which is related to the ether element. And so Chinese is wood and ether is Ayurveda. Okay, have a great day.